Okay. Now we'll go to the ayah. Okay, who's reading first?
Can I read?
Okay, who's that? I have to. Okay, the co-host, Isma, who said it first? Who raised the hand first?
Nobody raised their hand. I asked if I could read. I read.
Not really.
Okay, so anyone can start. Or I can go, if you want, I can go here and let me see. Participants, okay. Everyone put their hands down. Okay. Now, who wants to read? Raise your hands. Asma raised number 1. Anyone else? Only one person wants to. Okay, everyone can raise their hands. So I would know who's 1, who's 2nd, who's reading 2nd. Okay, we'll start with Asma then. Okay, Asma Booker, go ahead.
So
يوم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يؤمنون بالله واليوم الآخر
live stream the meet.
ويأمرون بالمعروف وينهون عن المنكر ويسارعون في الخيرات وأولئك من الصالحين.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Okay, let me just turn it back. There it is. Okay. يؤمنون, they believe. Billahi, in Allah. Wa, and al-yawm, the day. Al is the and yawm is day. Wal yawm, and the day. Yawmil akhiri, and the last. Wa, and ya'muruna, they enjoin. Bil ma'ruf, with the right. Wa yanhuna, and forbid. An, from. Al munkir, the wrong. وَيُسَارِعُونَ and يُسَارِعُون, they hasten, they hasten, fi in al-khairat, the good deeds, وَأُولَٰئِكَ and أُولَٰئِكَ, those, min, from, min as-salihin, al is the salihin, the righteous. Yes, read the translation.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
They believe in Allah.
Yes, go ahead.
They believe in Allah and the last day, and they enjoy what is right and forbid what is wrong, and hasten to good deeds, and those are among the righteous.
Good, mashallah. Okay, who's reading next?
Can I read again?
Okay, go ahead.
On the phone. Come on.
وما يفعلوا من
So how are you feeling?
وما يفعلوا من خير فلا يكفر والله عليم بالمتقين.
الله عليم بالمتقين. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. Wa, and ma, whatever. Yaf'alu, they do. Min of fa'ala is do. And wow over here shows it's for they. They do. Yaf'aluna, yeah. And wow, it shows it's plural. Fa'ala means to do, right? Yaf'alu, they do. Min of khair, good. Fa, then, lan, never. Yukfaruhu, yuk, kafara is deny. Yukfaruhu, they be denied. And who over here is for it. Yukfaruhu, they will be denied it. Wallahu wa and Allah alimun, all knowing, bil muttaqeen, of the God fearing or God conscious. Go ahead. Translation. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Read the
Okay.
translation.
And whatever good they do, never will it be denied them. And Allah is all knowing of the righteous.
Okay, mashallah. Next. Okay. Anyone else?
Haika.
Yes, Haika, go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين يعفروا
Kafaru.
لم تغني عنهم أموالهم ولا أولادهم من الله شيئا وأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون.
هم فيها خالدون. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. MashaAllah, you improved a lot, Haika, in reading. Remember how you used to read before? But it's become very good. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Inna, indeed, allazina, those who kafaru, disbelieve, lan, never, tughni, will avail, anhum, from them, amwaluhum. Amwal is wealth. Hum is there. Amwaluhum, their wealth, wa and la, not. Awladuhum. Awlad is children. Hum is their children. Min, against. Allah, shay'an, anything. Wa and ulaika, those. Ashab, companions. Ashabun nar, companions of the fire. Al is the, nar is fire. Hum, they. Fiha, fi is in, ha is it. In it, Khalidun, will abide forever. Okay. Translation? Yes, Haika. Read the translation?
I was muted. Indeed, those
Okay.
who disbelieve never will their wealth or their children avail them against Allah at all. And those are the companions of the fire. They will abide therein eternally.
Yes. The disbelievers, nothing will help them, neither their wealth nor their children. Okay. Who's reading next?
Can I read next?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مثل ما ينفقون في هذه الحياة حياة حياة الدنيا
Hayawatu
كما
dunya. Hayawatu dunya.
حياة الدنيا كمثل ريح فيها سر
Hmm.
أصابت أصابت حرث قوم
ظلموا ظلموا
ظلموا ظلموا أنفسهم فأهلكت ف- ف- فأهلكت
وما.
وما pardon?
Correct, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay. وما ظلمهم الله ولكن أنفسهم يظلمون.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, very good. Okay, so masal is an example. Masalu ma, what? Yunfiquna, they spend, fi in, hazihi, this, al hayat. Al is the hayat is life. Ad-dunya, hayatud dunya, the life of the world. Kama sali. Kama, ka is for like. Masal is an example. Rih, a wind. Fiha, in it. Sirrun, frost. Asabat is stuck. Harsa, the harvest. Qawmin, a people. Zalamu, who wronged. Anfusahum, themselves. Fa'ahlak, fa'ahlakatuhu. Fa is then. Ahlak, ahlaka, destroyed. Who is it? Fa'ahlakathu, then destroyed it. Wa and ma, not. Zalamahum, zalam is wronged whom, them. Zalamahum has wronged them, Allah, walakin, but. Anfusahum, themselves. Yazlimun, they wronged. Okay, translation?
The example of what they spend in this worldly life is like that of a wind containing frost which strikes the harvest of a people who have wronged themselves, i.e. sinned, and destroys it. And Allah has not wronged them, but they wrong themselves.
Good. And let me see, who's something went wrong. Yeah. People don't do wrong themselves. Allah does not do wrong with them. Okay. Who's next?
Can I read us next? This is Rhoda.
Yes, Rauta, go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا بطانة من دونكم لا يعناكم
لونكم.
خبالا
يألونكم.
يعلونكم خبالا ودوا ما آنتم قد بدت البغضاء من أفواههم وما تخفي صدورهم أكبر قد بينا لكم الآيات إن كنتم تعقلون.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. You just make this a little bigger. It wasn't working before. Okay. Ya ayyuhallazina, those who amanu believe. La, not. Tattakhizu, take. Bitana, intimates. Min, from. Dunihim, other than your. Dunikum. Kum, dunikum, other than yourself. La, not. Ya'lunakum, they will spare you. Khabalan, ruin. What do they wish? Ma, what? Anittum, distresses you. Qad, indeed. Badat, apparent. Al-Baghdha, the hatred. Min, from. Afwahihim, afwa are the mouths. Afwa, him is their mouths. Wa, and ma, what? Tughfi, conceals. Suduruhum, sudur are breast. Hum, there. Akbar is greater. Qad, certainly. Bayyana, we made clear. La, for. Kum, you. Ayat, the ayat verses. In, if. Kuntum, you
Yes, I
were.
cannot hear you. You're glitching a lot.
Or internet's not working properly.
Yes, you are glitching a lot.
Okay, let me just check. In kuntum ta'kilun, if you were to use ta'kilun, akal, used akal. Okay, let me check what happened to the internet. Okay, can everyone hear me? Or nobody can?
hear you.
You're fine.
Okay, let me just check first. Okay. Raise your hands who thinks, who cannot hear me properly. Raise your hands. Haika cannot hear properly. What about everyone else? Can you hear me properly or my voice is clicking?
I can hear you. I can hear you properly.
Okay. So sometimes what happens is that if everybody cannot hear me properly, it means that my internet is wrong, something wrong with my internet. If you can't hear and everyone else can, so probably there's your signal sometimes become weak.
Then why can Rhoda hear?
Router can hear?
Yeah.
Yes. So it also happens with your own device. For example, we're in the same room and we're
Okay.
using 3 different devices. I have a cell phone, someone's in the laptop, okay, and someone's watching TV, say. But sometimes of 3 devices, one device does not work properly. So it also depends on the internet. It also depends on the device you're using, even if you're in the same room. Okay. So then we have to see if everyone cannot hear, then that person has the problem. If one person cannot hear and the other one can, so their device is not catching the signal properly. Okay. So if both of you are using the same network and one cannot use proper, it's not getting the signals, then sometimes it's the device. So you just move around the room, and it might work properly. Signals sometimes, become weak at a certain in a certain area, even if using the same internet. So today we had the previous class, the teacher was trying to join in so many times, but she couldn't. So it took her long time to get in, but we waited half an hour and she was not able to join the meeting. Okay. So that's what happens. But now everyone can hear. So let's go to the translation. Okay, Rauda, translation, please.
Oh, you have believed. Do not take as intimates those other than yourselves, i.e., believers, for they will not spare you any ruin.
They wish you would have hardship. Hatred has already appeared from their mouths, and what their breaths conceal is greater. We have certainly made clear to you signs if you will use reason.
Okay. So here, so you can say intimates are those, could be your friends, could be your relatives, anyone who's close to you. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not to who you have believed, then don't make close friends or close people, but other than yourself, that's believers. The believers should be in contact or close to the believers, because the non-believers, they're not really your friends, and they give you a hard time, and they have hatred in their mouth, and they may be nice to you in front of you, but they, their hearts, they may have something against you. So they have certain made clear to you signs if you use reason. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us to be close to family, or whoever is close, friends mostly, is who are believers, not non-believers. Okay, that is important. Many ayahs come like this, that they call you towards the fire, and so we should be in a circle of people surrounded with believers. And when we work with the non-believers, it's fine, it's good to be nice to them, but not to be very close to them, like intimate, doing everything together, because what happens then, we take their habits, right? And then it takes us away from how we should be practicing. Okay, so we're here 18. Anyone else wants to read?
Can I read?
Who is this?
Asma.
Asma Abuka, have you read before?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll give the chance to Aisha. Okay, I'll end up here every day, because sometimes what happens that we don't have enough time to finish all. So we try to finish it in half an hour, and so we can go to the next subject, So we'll close it at 118 next time, inshallah. You read 2 ayahs today, right, Asma? Asma Abuka, you have read already, right?
Yes.
Okay. So inshallah next week. So 118
Miss,
yes.
can I read this ayah?
Is this Rehan?
Yes.
Okay. You've read before?
Pardon?
Have you read before?
I've only read once.
Okay. So yes, I think Asma had 2 ayahs today, right, Asma?
Yes.
Okay. So give a chance to Rehan. Go ahead, Rehan.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ha antum أتحبونهم ولا يحبونكم وتؤمنون بالكتاب كله فإذا لقوكم قالوا
Amanna.
آمنا وإذا خلوا عدوا عليكم
Addu. There's a shadda, right? So the shadda you have to give double, like ad and du.
عدوا عليكم الأنامل من الغيظ قل موتوا بغيظكم إن الله عليم بذات الصدور.
MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Okay. Ha antum. No, you are. Antum, you are. Ulai those تحبونهم, you love them, wala, but not يحبونكم, they love you. وتؤمنون, and you believe بالكتاب, in the book. So because these people, what happened, became Muslims, right? They started believing. So they still, love the people they were around, the non-believers, because they had affiliation before, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, but they don't love you. Okay, and you believe وَتُؤْمِنُوا بِالْكِتَابِ, in the book, kullihi, all of it. Wa, and iza, when laqukum, they meet you, qalu, they say, amanna, we believe. Wa, and iza, when khalaw, they are alone. As addu, they bite. Alaykum, at you. Anamil, the fingertips. Min, out of ghaiz, the rage. Qul, say, mu'tu, die, bighaidikum, in your rage. Inna, indeed, Allah alimun, all knowing, bizat, of what as-sudur, is in the breasts. What's in their hearts, right? Okay, go ahead, read the translation, Rehan.
Okay, here you are loving them, but they are not loving you. While you believe in the scriptures, all of it. And when they meet you, they say we believe, but when they are alone, they bite their fingertips at you and rage. Say, die in your rage. Indeed, Allah is knowing of that within the breast.
Of that within the breast. Okay, mashallah. Good. So, 120. Let me see. 19. Okay. I just want to go to Google Classroom. There it is. Sunday. I had to correct it actually. Sorry. Going to go to 114. We started with 114 and 119. Okay. 119. Save. So we're going to start at 120. Okay. Let me check. Yes, Aisha. Which ayah is yours? Do you remember?
No.
So you stopped at 130. Sorry.
80.
80. So we have to start 681. 6. So we have An'am 6 and 81. Okay, go ahead. Can't hear you. Aisha. Can everyone hear her?
No.
No.
Nobody can hear her, okay? So I think she has to log back in. Where is it? Today people are having problems with the internet. What happened? Is she back?
No.
Okay, let me just wait 1 minute. It was working, and she said, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim," and then it stopped working. Let me check what happened. If I see any message. Is there anything on the chat? What happened here a minute ago? Okay. Yes, Aisha, what happened?
The internet disconnected like in a second. Like it just went from internet to no internet. And yeah.
Okay, so you're on 81?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't hear you again.
Yeah.
Okay, so start reading 80. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Oh, okay. That's why. Let me just go back, and I'm saying, why aren't you reading? I haven't shared the screen yet. Okay, so share the screen. There it is. Oops. Where did it go? Maida, we're looking at. And chapter 6. Go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وكيف أخاف ما أشركتم ولا تخافون أنكم أشركتم بالله ما لم ينزل به عليكم سلطانا فأي الفريقين أحق بالأمن بالأمن أن كنتم تعلمون
إن كنتم تعلمون.
إن كنتم تعلمون
ما شاء تبارك الله. What and كيف, how? أخاف, could fear, ma what? أشركتم, you associate with Allah, you associate, wala, while not, تخافون, you fear, أنكم, that you, أنكم, that you, أشركتم, have associated billahi, with Allah, ma what? Lam, not, yunazzil, he sends down bihi, for it, alaykum, to you, sultanan, an authority, fa'ayyu, so which, al fariqain, al is the fariqain, two parties, ahaqqu, has more right bil aman to security in if ta'lamun you kuntum ta'lamun kuntum you ta'lamun no. Translation.
And how should I fear what you associate, while you do not fear that you have associated with Allah for that which He has not sent down to you any authority? So which of the two parties has more right to security, if I should know?
Good. Next.
الذين آمنوا ولم يلبسوا أيمانهم بظلم أولئك لهم الأمن وهم مهتدون.
MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Allazina, those amanu believe. Oops, where is that? Amanu believe wa and lam did not yalbisu mix imanahum. Their iman is belief, whom is there bizulm. B is with, zulm is wrong. Ulaika, those la for whom them al lahumul aman. Aman al is the aman is security wa and whom they muhtadun are righteously guided. Yes, translation.
They who believe and do not mix their belief with injustice, those will have security, and they are rightly guided.
Good, mashallah. Next.
وتلك حجتنا آتيناها إبراهيم على قومه نرفع درجات من نشاء إن ربك حكيم عليم.
Mashallah, tabarakallah. What tilka? What and tilka this? That hujjatuna, our argument. Na is our. Hujjat is argument. Hujjatuna, our argument. Atainaha. Ha, it. Ataina, we gave it. Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allah against qawmihi. Qawm is people. He is his people. Narfa'u. We raise darajat degrees man whom nasha we will. The na over here is for we. Nasha we will. Inna indeed. Rabbaka your Lord. Rabb is Lord. Ka is your Hakim all wise. Alimun all knowing. Let's go ahead.
And that was our conclusive argument, which we gave Abraham against his people. We raise by degrees whom we will. Indeed, your Lord is wise and knowing.
MashaAllah. Okay. So here 83. Let me just mark it. No, not this one. So yours is from 81 to 83. Oh, it's showing 71. Is it correct now?
Yeah.
Okay. So going to leave it here. Running out of time. So we go directly to Islamic studies, okay? Oh. Okay, so let me just go back to Zoom. Screen. Okay, screen stop sharing. Now I'm going to start Islamic studies. Okay, and this was having some problem opening the book, but now we are here. So on the day of judgment, it will be brought close, and there shall both trials. Right down here, don't we? So we did this. Mm.
No,
I'm sorry? We finished up till um okay, so let's start from here. Go ahead. Who's reading first?
can I read first?
Go ahead.
In the first section, Almighty Allah swears by four things: the dawn, the 10 nights, the evening, and the odd, in the night when it departs. The dawn or the day breaks no. The 10 nights refer to the first night of the month of Dhul Hajj, the season of pilgrimage to the house of Allah in Mecca. The odd refers to the day of Arafah, ninth day of the Dhul Hijjah. No, in the evening refers to the day of sacrifice, 10th of Dhul Hijjah. There are interpretations of these words, and Allah knows best.
Yeah. So there are other interpretations. Interpretations is that, some people, some scholars say it's like this. There are some verses in the Quran that some scholars agree to one kind of translation and the other agree to another one. And whoever is correct, only Allah knows best. Okay? So then the school of thoughts come in where people have a little bit, because sometimes there's the confusion. So here they're saying the odd refers to the day of Arafah, okay, and the first 10 nights of the month of Zilhijj. So that is the interpretation by the scholars. Okay, next. How much is true? Allah knows best. Go ahead. Number 2. Who's reading now?
Can I read?
Go ahead.
The surah that speaks up to the disbelievers, reminding them of the fate of some of the arrogant people who rejected Allah's guidance, such as the Samud and the arrogant Pharaoh in Egypt.
Yes. The surah then speaks of to the disbelievers, right? Remembering them of the fate of some of the arrogant people. And who was like the most famous is the Pharaoh, right, of Egypt. And Thamud, such as Ad, in the people of Ad, the Thamud, and the arrogant Pharaoh of Egypt. Okay, go ahead, read. Keep reading.
The Ads were those whom Allah sent Prophet Hud to guide them. They used to live in treeless houses that were raised firm pillars. They are the strongest people of their time. The Thamuds were powerful people who used to hew in the mountains with great skill. Allah sent them Prophet Salam to guide me. The arrogant Pharaoh used to torture people by blinding them to stakes. Upon all of these, Allah sent down a severe punishment, for He watches and sees what people do, and therefore He rewards them in this life and hereafter, based on what each of them strives for.
Yes. So that's the verses 6 to 14. Okay, who's reading next? Number 3?
I can read.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, the third section is a reminder that the life of this world is a test. Allah tests man by his generosity and letting him live a life of ease. Likewise, he tries him by straightening his means of livelihood. Wetness and poverty are both forms of trials. The Quran then mentions some of the bad things man does, such as not caring for the orphans, not feeding the poor, devouring inheritance through lawful and unlawful means, and loving wealth a great deal. Man does not, as a rule, think of the hereafter. He remains concerned with this world and what promises to be of immediate benefit to him.
Okay, so that's verse 15 to 20. Okay, number 4. Do you want to continue?
Okay, the fourth section describes the day of judgment when the earth will be flattened and people will be raised from their graves to stand before the Lord for judgment. On that day, Jahannam will be brought close, and people will be remind their past deeds on earth. But how will remembrance benefit them? The disobedient people will be sorry for the acts of disobedience they had committed, and the obedient will wish they had done more acts of obedience. On that day, none will punish the wicked and the disbelievers as Allah will punish, and none will bind them as He will.
Okay,
Do I continue?
give me 1 second. I can't find. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, the surah ends with a moving consolation for the soul of the pious who abide by the truth. It will be said to it to return to its Lord who admit it into paradise in the company of his faithful servants. Will pleased within itself, pleased with Allah, and He will be pleased with it.
MashaAllah. Okay, that's very good. Verse 27, 23. And that's done. 27 to 30th. Very good. So
Yes.
here, yes,
Can I use the washroom, please?
yes, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I have to remove the lines over here and remove this. Okay. So we did these questions. Answer the following questions. What are the 4 things by which Almighty Allah swears at the beginning of the surah?
Miss,
that
I
is-
think we did this question last time.
Yes, that's true. And how civilizations does Allah speak to the disbelievers about in the surah? Okay, so I gave 1 week, I think just the 3, and question number 1 you've done already.
Yeah.
And even and odd means, no, only what Allah, 4 things by which Allah swears. I think what we did was this 1, 2, 3, and I think some of you have done 1 and 2 questions, right? But you haven't done. Let me check the
3.
homework. Yeah, you haven't done 3, right? What all civilization does Allah speak to the disbelievers about in the surah? In what different ways does Allah test men? And what is in store for the reassured soul of the pious people with Allah? Memorization. Learn the surah by heart. Okay. So what's the answer? Let's just go through again the answers. Fill in the blanks. On the day of judgment, what was the answer? Something will be brought closer.
L.
Good. Dash and dash on are both trials? What are both trials? Anyone?
Um, I don't remember.
Okay, so let's go back to the homework.
Is one of them wealth?
Sorry?
Is one of them wealth?
It's not clear to me what you're saying.
Is one of them wealth?
Wealth, oh, wealth is a trial, that's right. And what's the other thing? If I go back and see, what are the answers you wrote? Generosity and bounty. Oh, okay. They have the similar meanings. If not, now by reading the paragraph, generosity and bounty, generosity and bounty. Okay. So I'll go to the lesson and tell you which is correct. You can say good times and bad times are trials. So even Allah tests us in the good time, and He also tests us in the bad time. So there could be different answers to the question, which is correct, which is also correct. Okay. So if we go here, we just read this. Yes. So it has to be opposite. You guys wrote generosity and what else? And bounty, right? And they have similar meanings. It has to be opposite. For example, richness and poverty are both forms of trials. So Allah tries people by giving them lofty lifestyle, money, good lifestyle, and that's also a trial to see whether he remembers Allah and he keeps doing the good thing. Sometimes money becomes, money is power, and they start doing wrong things, right? So, and the other is poverty. And poverty is now, he's giving money and testing you, and some people are poor. They don't even have money to eat, right? And Allah is testing them again to see if they're not, doing wrong deeds to get money. So richness and poverty are both forms of trial. Do you see this, everyone? Am I sharing the
Yes.
screen? Yeah. So they're opposite. Richness is opposite of poverty. So both are forms of trials. Okay. So your answer is correct when you say but generosity is Allah's generosity, right? So and bounty has the same meaning. So you have to say, you can even say good times and bad times are both forms of trial. You could say richness and poverty are both forms of trial. When you have a lot of money, it's a good time, right? And when people are poor, it's a bad time because they can't afford anything. Sometimes they can't even afford food, basic things, food, clothing, and shelter. So, but because we're referring to the text, it's like reference to the context. That's how we answer. Okay. So you can write richness and poverty are both forms of trials. Okay. Allah swears by the dawn, and here dawn, you have the meaning over here. You wrote time, you wrote a day of judgment. Okay. And section, you see, devoting and lawful unlawful means of that's also a test. Yeah, so Allah is pleased with the company of the faithful servants. Pleased, well pleased with himself. Okay. So for homework, I'm giving you the 4 things by which Almighty Allah swears at the beginning of the surah. Everybody's clear with that?
Yes.
Yes, good. That's easy. We've done that before, and some of you have answered this already. What
Today,
does
can we do a
evil-
look at?
Okay, fine. So let's do what do civilization. So you can do this for the homework,
Teacher,
everyone? Yes.
I have to go now.
Who is this?
Haika.
Haika, you have to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Which Haika?
Haika means Haika Zishan. Okay. So I just wanted to tell you now, from this semester, we're going to start arts and craft. Okay, because arts is also a part in your curriculum. So inshallah, we'll be giving you lessons for arts to do, and then you can show and tell in the next week. Okay,
Okay, I'm good at that. I'm really good at art.
good. So because you have to leave, so that's fine. You can see the recording to see what the homework is. Okay, all right then.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, so we'll continue with this. Let me just post the homework. I just want to say it because whenever you want to see the answers, if you have confusion, so you can always go back to see the answers. So let me just give the answers quickly. In what different ways does Allah test man? Same thing that you did in the question answers over here, right? By richness and poverty, right? And you can explain that. Because if you're rich, you can go away from Allah, and if you're poor, you can do unlawful things to get money. So that's how you're going to explain in question number 3. In what different ways does Allah test men? We've done that, right? Allah speak to disbelievers about in the surah, which old civilization was Ad, right? About Ad, they were tested by they had lofty house and everything. So the people were tested. You can write that. And what's in the store, in the reassured soul of the pious people with Allah, that Allah is pleased with them. Okay? And let us surah by heart. So let me just post the homework before we go to the next. So everyone's clear with the question answers?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let me just post. If you have any questions, you can always ask. I'm just going to go to the last homework and edit. So, oops, I don't know why this line comes. I don't need it. There. Okay, so here I'm going to make it, and we did do chapter 9a, and I'm going to do B. So you have to finish the B of the
Saba,
textbook.
today after IXL, can we do look it?
Sure. How much time do we have? So you want to do IXL?
Can we do rounding 3-digit
Miss?
numbers?
Miss,
Yes.
can you please post the Islamic studies book on Google Classroom?
We don't have? I think we do.
We
I'll
do.
post it
We do
again.
have it, but it isn't like loading properly and it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Okay. Material.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attachment.
Okay. If I upload file,
Yeah.
I go to, I think it should be in the downloads. No. Documents. I have to search. Islamic Studies, book 6. Let me see if it comes like this. Or maybe just 6. Do you see it?
No.
Let's
Okay.
start IXL.
Oh,
Okay.
it's right at the bottom.
This one, right?
Yeah.
IXL.
Okay, just post the book again so that everyone doesn't have problem. The book is also on the website, sabasacademy.com. If you click on it, you can even see the book from there.
Mm-hmm.
All the books up to grade, or up to 12 are there. Couldn't attach file. Okay. So if you go to Sabas Academy, okay. I'm sharing the link to everyone. I don't know, sometimes it does not upload. So if you go to resources over here, okay, and then if you see the books are even open here, you can even choose from the here, or you can just click on the link. You see it's opened over here. You can actually scroll the book here. The whole book is here. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. So the book is even opened over here. You can choose the book whichever you want, or the other option is you can even click on the link over here and you can download it. So if you want to download on your computer, you can also do that.
Oh.
Do you see Islamic Studies? Do you see it over here as a PDF form? If you click on this link, you're able to download from both the links. There's an option download you can do, or you can just scroll the book, any book, and you can read it online as well. These are the options. Okay, so that's how I put on the website, so nobody has a problem. If you can access from Google Classroom, you can always, the book is on the website. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do today?
Can we do rounding 3-digit numbers?
Rounding, we already did. Okay, so let's do rounding. Okay, Asma Abukar is the co-host. Whose turn is it?
Um. Okay, I go first.
Okay.
What is 7,516 right to the nearest side? Is it 7,500?
Yes, 1,000. Is that correct, everyone? Or is it 8,000? Anyone wants to put their,
Sorry, it should be it should be 1,000. I rounded it to the nearest 100.
so is that correct, everyone?
Yeah.
Very good. Whose turn is it?
Okay, now it's Aisha's turn.
Yes, Aisha.
40.
Very easy. We can do it in 5 minutes. Very easy.
Okay, now it's Heike Moment's turn.
Okay. It's 400.
They should know whose turn is it.
Okay, now it's Rhoda's turn.
Yes, Rhoda.
Okay. 900.
Okay, now it's Rayhan's turn.
Yes, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Is it $60?
Everyone agrees with that? Correct.
Okay, now it's Safon's turn.
Yes, Saifan.
300.
Yes.
Okay, now it's my turn again. What is 5,390 thousand? Is it 5,000?
Everyone has, sorry. Everyone, is that correct? Correct. I think half of the class is sleeping. I don't get answers. Everyone should be alert what's going on.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead. Nearest
turn is it?
5,000.
Now it's Aisha's turn.
Yes, Aisha.
Um, 1,000. Oh, 978,000.
Everyone agrees with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Good job. Nearest
Okay, so after Aisha, it is Heike's turn.
Yes, Heike.
Heike Lemon.
Okay. Round us to the nearest $100. 831,800. 31.
Yes, sorry.
831,800.
I don't agree with that.
831,800.
831 to the nearest 100 and 769 to, because it's 700 is 100, so she rounded it into 800. Is that correct, everyone?
No, I don't agree.
What should be the answer?
It says $100, so it should be $800.
Yes, so she just write 800. 831 and then 831 because it's in thousands, so you leave it the way it is. And then 769 needs to be rounded. So she did 800.
Just put it in.
Okay, do you understand now? 800 is correct, but you have to write the whole question, right? You're only rounding the one that's been asked. The rest remains the same to the nearest 1,000. Okay, so it's a good thing you put that this is unit, tens, 100, and 1,000. So if it says 1,000, then you have to focus on this number. You have to round this number. The rest remains the same. Okay, what's the answer? Whose turn is it?
Okay, now it's Rhoda's turn.
Yes, Rauda.
Round to the nearest 1,000. 5,900,000.
You have to
50.
circle 1,000. Okay, 9, 4,
50.
9. Oh, 9, 4, and then 9. Oh, 9, 5, basically, right?
Yeah.
9, 5, and then 4 zeros. Everyone agrees with that?
Wait. You forgot the 5 million.
Oh, there's something else. Okay. 5, 9 remains the same. 9 becomes 10, so becomes 5. 9, 5, 9, and then 4 zeros. Everyone agrees with that?
Yes.
Correct.
Now
That's
it's Rehan's turn.
Yes, Rehan. Nearest 100.
Okay. 7,300,000.
Go ahead.
Is it 7,300,556?
Yes. What's the number next?
Could it be 0?
So you see over here, it's 9, and we have to go to the 100, sorry, nearest 100,000. So this is 100 and this is 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically you have to do this number.
Okay.
73340. Is that correct? The 29 becomes 30. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so.
Everyone?
Yes.
Or is it this 4 one? Is it this one? Is it
It's
7?
that one.
It's 7, 3?
Yeah, it's the 3. Because it's at 100,000, not 1,000.
It's 100,000. So it's 7, 3, and because 29 is less, so it becomes 7, 3, and how many zeros? 5 zeros. Not 4 zeros, 5 zeros. Okay. Whose turn is it?
And now it Rehan just went, so it's Seifan's turn.
Is it 2 million?
Yeah, so we're rounding up to million. 6 zeros. 2 and then 6 zeros. Did I put them correctly? Everyone, is it correct?
Yes.
Good job. 10,000.
That would be 9 and then 00, everything else.
So it's
9 4
85,000.
zeros.
1, 2, okay, 90,000, right? So 90, is it right? 90,000 or one more zero?
One more 0. It's good. Turn it in, turn it in.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you think it should be 90 and 3 zeros?
No.
Everyone?
Yes.
3 zeros or 4 zeros?
3 zeros.
Okay, not 4, 3. Didn't want to go back. Next. Makes
That would be
90,000.
807 400.
Nearest 100.
Yeah, so it would
8007.
be every single number. So 8007 400.
Everyone agrees with that?
Miss Saba, I feel like I'm answering all the questions.
Yes, I think the rest of the people are sleeping today. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to join next week, inshallah. Okay, and it's 20. You guys are sleeping. in math today? Okay, what do we have? Lunar New Year. You want to do Lunar New Year? Want to watch the movie?
Sure.
No. Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Where's Zoom? People are not active. Well, thanks. Just doing that.
Would there be time for art still?
No, the
Yes. So what
blocket.
will?
The blocket.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to do the blockade this time because we're waiting for a long time, and you can do some arts, and we're inshallah starting with the arts as well because that's a part of the regular school students. They have to put in report cards.
Who's
it's very
hosting the
important.
blocket?
Hosting. Okay. Let me just enable original sound. It's important that you know about the other people New Year. Okay.
We already watched this Chinese New Year last time.
Yeah, that's why I said no.
Who said no?
We already watched this movie.
Yeah.
We already watched this one.
Yeah, we watched this
Last class we watched it.
Okay. Yeah, because I see it so many times that I forget how many because mostly I've seen most of them. So it's hard to tell whether I saw it before or before that. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing. You want to share, and you can share,
I will.
and you could do blockade.
Okay, who should share? Who should start it? I will. Okay, hurry up. Appa, can we do battle royale? Yeah, battle royale might be a good one.